Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to do a review on one of Redheart's new yarns, and please forgive me if I say it wrong. Amigurumi yarn. First off, I have to say Redheart is not affiliated with this review. They do not pay me to say these things. So I just want to say that all the reviews I do are unbiased. They're just my own personal opinions. They're not swayed in any way by any yarn company. So remember, you never have to listen to what I say because they are just my own personal opinions. But I saw this, thought it was kind of cool. This, I don't know, you see how it's flat like this? I don't think they classify, they don't call these cakes. I don't know. I've heard these flat cakes, I guess, called lollies before. That's usually what I call them, like a lolly, like a lollipop. Or I've also heard them called pinwheels. But I think some people still might call them cake. I don't know. But I always call them a lolly. That's what I've always heard them called the most. But you can call it whatever. So this is by Redheart. And it says one of these will make 2 of whatever's pictured on the cover. And this one just happens to be hamburgers. Now, I don't really make amigurumi. That's not really my type of thing to crochet. But we'll go over it real quick because I thought it was kind of cool. For those, I just want to kind of bring it to the attention of those you that do make it. We already went over that. One ball makes 2 hamburgers. And they do have the pattern available for that. Let's see. It's on the inside of the label. No, you'll have to go to redheart.com to get the pattern, it looks like. It doesn't look like it's on the inside of the label. That's okay. Let's see. Yeah, pattern available at redheart.com. This one's just called hamburger. Makes sense, I guess, don't it? And let's see. Machine washable and dryable. It says it's a super fine number 1 and to use a 2.25 millimeter crochet hook. 239 yards, 100% acrylic. Okay, so we went over all of that. Let's check it out. Now, I would not classify this as a super fine number 1. That's just me. To me, that looks like a 3-weight. I think so. I have other 3-weights here. I'll see this Woolies. This is a 3-weight. It's almost even, it's the same size as that. I don't know where they got the classification as a 1. I don't know. I mean, if they're talking about yarn thickness, it's definitely as thick as a 3-weight. You can tell by looking at the comparison here. I thought that the first time I saw it, I thought maybe it was mislabeled. So I went and looked on their website, and their website does say that it's a super fine number 1. Definitely not. It's definitely the size of a 3-weight. Now, I was kind of curious if all these are, like each color is individual or if it's hooked together. So we're going to tear it apart and look at it. Now, I really can't see it crocheting any different than Redheart Super Saver. It's just a normal acrylic. It's soft, There's nothing special about the yarn. It's got a shimmer on it, though. It's got a nice sheen. Kind of like Caron Simply Soft. It's sheeny, It's shiny. But let's pop these out and see if each one's individual or how the colors are connected. So each one, the one I have is the hamburger, will make 2 hamburgers. So if you start from the center, I guess, I don't really do much with the amigurumi. I'm assuming it's all crocheted together. So I guess you'd start from the outside. I'm just going to pop the center out and see. I'm just curious to see if each ball is individual or if they're connected in some way. Yeah, they are connected, just like that. You see that? So that would be easy to just, well, I guess it wouldn't be easy to rip apart. Easy to just cut apart. So you would need to separate your colors, I think, to make your 2 hamburgers. So let's see here. To get the red. So pull this out here. So it is kind of messy, I would say. And there's the connection there. It's kind of reminding me a little bit of the Caron Pantone, how you have to, well, at least theirs was pre-separated. But you do, looks like you will have to pull these apart individually and then wind them up separately. I don't really like that. So there's that. So that's what you're going to have to do to make, I think, to make your hamburgers. Because then you'd start with your bun, it looks like, and then you go to the red, the lettuce, the hamburger, and you have to go back to your bun. So these are going to have to be rolled up individually after you separate them and cut them apart. I don't know if you guys like to do that. I won't. I mean, like I said, I don't crochet this, so this isn't something I would typically buy. But I know a lot of people like amigurumi, like to do it. So if this doesn't bother you, we'll go ahead and look at, I'm going to set this to the side. Like I said, it's a nice soft yarn. It's definitely not the size of a number 1. It's the size of a 3-weight. So that's actually pretty neat, I guess, because I hate thin yarns. You all know that. I'll bring my laptop over here so we can look at it. Now, I'm on redheart.com right now, and you can see where it says it's a number 1, and it's $6.99 per lolly or per cake. They have 12 different colors to choose from. They're all pretty cute. See, they got little birds. Each one will make 2 of whatever it is. So that looks like the Angry Birds. Bees. Cactuses. I actually have that one. It's pretty cute. Dinosaurs. Little elephants. This flamingo one was cute, but when I went to get it, it was out of stock, and it's still out of stock, it looks like. There's the burgers. Llamas. Those are super cute, too. Mermaids. Narwhal. Skull. Sugar skull, it says. And 2 unicorns. So there's 12 there. Different colors. They're all really cute. I like them all. $6.99. So I guess the yardage doesn't really matter. 239 yards. Because it makes what it says it makes. It'll make what's pictured. And you come to redheart.com to get the pattern. Okay, let me move this out of the way. I looked on Joann's and Michael's and Walmart, and I didn't really see it on any of those sites, but that doesn't mean that it's not available in the stores. I don't really live close enough to a Joann's or a Michael's to go and check. But I could have swore that someone told me that they found this at their Joann's. But I'm not 100% sure. But as of right now, it's not online at either one of those stores. I've only seen it at Redheart. And then, of course, you can find it on, like, Amazon, eBay, through, like, dropship sellers. You know, people that get it off Redheart and then resell it for a profit on eBay or Amazon. But I'm sure eventually it'll probably be at Joann's if it's not already, like I said. Okay, so would I buy this for $6.99? I would not, because I don't do amigurumi. This is one of those, it's really up to the person. So if you enjoy doing this and you think it's worth $6.99 to be able to make the 2 burgers out of it, you know, to have all the yarn there and to just go on the site and get their pattern. Of course, you probably have to, you know, you got to buy the filler for it. It really depends on the person. I can't really give you a definitive answer on if I think it's worth it or not, because I don't make amigurumi enough to be able to tell you anything really about it, or if this is a good price for it. But all I can tell you is that there are 12 colors. The price is $6.99. The yarn's soft. It's got a really pretty sheen. You do have to tear it apart like this, you know, and you'll have to roll up each ball individually, you know, if that doesn't bother you. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to go over all that with you. As far if it's worth it, that just depends on you. If you enjoy making the amigurumi, maybe $6.99 is a good price for you. I only won't buy it because I don't crochet stuff like this. I know a lot of people do, so I really can't tell you if it's worth it or not. So my question is to you, if you do make this Amigurumi, which I'm probably been saying it wrong the whole time. If you do make this quite often, I want to know if you think $6.99 is worth it to be able to make 2 burgers or whatever, 2 of whatever they say, and despite the fact that you have to break up your yarn, but knowing that they have the amount of yarn needed to make whatever they say. Since I don't know a lot about that, let me know in the comments if you would pay $6.99 for it. If you make a lot of amigurumi, if you think that's a good price. I want to know your thoughts on it. And let me know if you've tried this or not. What you think about it. You know, was there enough yarn there to make what they said? Was the pattern easy that they said on the website? Was it an easy pattern to follow to make the burgers or whatever you got? Cactuses or whatever? And, you know, did you have enough yarn? Well, as far as, I'm not really going to crochet with it because I hate crocheting with a small hook. I guess I can. But it's really not going to crochet any different, I can tell, than any other. It's probably just going to crochet like, maybe, it reminds me of Carol Simply Soft, only just a bit thinner. It might split a bit, but I doubt it's going to be anything problematic. I'm just not really good with small hooks. They twist in my hand and stuff. But I don't see it crocheting any bad or anything. So that's why I'm really not going to do too much of crocheting with it. Yeah. It's very, very comparable to Carol Simply Soft. Other than it's a little bit thinner than that. But not much. But yeah, it's not going to crochet bad or anything. But that's my questions. So whether or not you'll pay the $6.99, that is, if it's worth it to you or not. I don't know enough about making little stuffed animals to be able to tell you if that's a good price or not. That's what I'm asking you in the comments. If you can let other people know in the comments if you know, if it's a good deal or not. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to tell you that. But I did want to bring this new yarn to your attention. And I was curious about how it broke apart, if it was connected. You do, you know, have to wind these up separately. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty nice yarn. I really can't say anything bad about it. Other than, I wouldn't really like to have to roll them up separately. But it's neat that they all the yarn is here to make what they say, supposedly. So, you know, that's kind of neat. The yarn's it's a nice yarn. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the yarn. And $6.99, I don't know. It just depends if it's worth it to you or not. Like I said, I won't buy it again because I don't crochet those type of things. So, I mean, that's just me, though. But if you liked amigurumi, this might be, you know, something awesome for you. You might really like to have all the yarn here for you to be able to do what you want to do. Yes, that's just what I want to know in the comments. If you make a lot of this, let me know if this, having to put it together like this, or having to roll these all separate, is worth it or not. The $6.99, you know, just let me know all that stuff in the comments, and if you tried this yarn or not. So that's it. That's my review. I really wasn't that helpful with this yarn, because I'm not an amigurumi expert. It's just not my thing. But I just wanted to do the review to show people about it in case you hadn't seen it yet, because I think it's a pretty cool yarn. But I just don't know if it's worth the money or not, because I don't do it. So that's it. I hope you found a little bit of knowledge in this review. It really, I couldn't help you out too much, but I did kind of show you what the yarn was about, you know, and what you would have to do with it. So hopefully that helped a little bit. So yeah, let me know in the comments about all that stuff I asked about, you know, if you used it and whatnot, if you pay that much for it. I'm curious, and I'm sure it'll help other people read in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching. Until next time, have a good day.